Hey guys, back with another reaction, and this time to Marvel's Secret Invasion adds mystery villain, and I'm very curious about that because the last time, sorry, let me just fix this lighting. The last time that we saw a scroll was in Marvel's WandaVision. So, okay, yeah, that's better lighting, I think. So that's the last time we saw a scroll. I don't know what's up with this buffing. But that's the last time we saw a scroll and scroll. Sorry, and I didn't know where it was gonna go after that. I mean, I'm guessing that's gonna lead into Captain Marvel 2. My guess. And I love when they do this type of stuff where they're just going by rumors and guessing what might happen. So I'm gonna react to this, and I may pause at times and talk about what I think might happen, where the Marvel universe is heading and going. All right, let's go.
Marvel's Secret Invasion just added a mystery villain. While everybody's busy preparing a Scarlet Witch's brew of energy drinks, sugary snacks, and whatever else will help us stay awake into the wee hours of Friday morning for the premiere of the Falcon and Bucky show on Disney
Yes.
Plus, Marvel is slowly but surely dropping a trail of breadcrumbs about their future Marvel Cinematic Universe projects. In this case, it's all about Marvel's shape-shifting Disney Plus event series, Secret Invasion, and a mysterious new big bad. On Monday, Deadline
For sure, I do not think that Secret Invasion is going to be anything compared to the comic book counterpart. Nowhere close. Oh my gosh, nowhere close. I mean, I think the closest that they ever got to was in the animated series, The Avengers on Disney XD. I think that was the closest of just the comic book that they got. It was you could feel that even in the they matched the energy. The cartoon series matched the energy of you know the comic book counterpart. I don't know. I don't see unless it's directed by the Russo brothers. I don't know.
reported that One Night in Miami star Kingsley Ben-Adir will play a lead villain on Marvel's Secret Invasion opposite Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury and Ben Mendelsohn as Talos. Now, unfortunately, there were no other additional details about who exactly Ben-Adir might be playing, but let's look at what we know so far about Secret Invasion to see what we can deduce about this Disney Plus MCU series. So for those who don't know, Secret Invasion is based on the 2008 miniseries written by Brian Michael Bendis and illustrated by Lionel Yu. It tells the story of the Skrull Empire attempting to conquer
My favorite comic book writer, and artist. I think he's an artist too.
Earth by slowly replacing countless Earthlings, including some major superheroes like Spider-Woman, Hank Pym, and Hawkeye over the course of months and months. Now, the MCU version will obviously be very different from the comics, given that it's going to focus on Nick Fury and Talos contending with a stealth insurrection on Earth, as well as the fact that in the MCU, Skrulls are ostensibly Earth's allies, especially after the events of Captain Marvel, which saw a group of Skrull refugees escaping Kree persecution and leaving to find a brand new homeworld with the help of Carol Danvers. Presumably we'll see how that plays out in Captain Marvel 2, which could also make...
I'm sorry, but when I saw that in Captain Marvel, the scrolls were the good guys in a way, that really bothered me. I was like, what? No, no, no. I mean, is it impossible for a few in an entire race to be good? No. There's the human race, and there's bad people within the human race, and great people, amazing people within the human race. So I can believe that there are good people within the scroll race, but that's not what I wanted. I don't know. I didn't want the skull introduction to start off like that. I wanted them to be just scums and hate humans. I don't know. I just wanted that type of that vibe that was in the comics. So, but yeah.
maybe explain some of the dissension in their ranks. All of that said, we do know there are plenty of Skrulls still left on Earth thanks to the post-credit scene of Spider-Man Far From Home, where we learn that Talos and Soren have been posing as Nick Fury and Maria Hill respectively. Also, spoiler alert for WandaVision, in the mid-credit scene of the WandaVision finale, we get confirmation of yet another Skrull agent hiding out on Earth who makes contact with Monica Rambeau on Nick Fury's behalf. Now, considering the scope of Secret Invasion in the comics, you might be expecting this to be an endgame level event, but not so fast, because speaking with comicbook.com, Kevin Feige said, well, there were more characters in the Secret Invasion comic series than there were in Endgame, so no, it won't. Rather, it will be tapping into the paranoia elements of the Secret Invasion comic series that was great with the twists and turns that took. As for why they're not doing Secret Invasion as a movie, instead, Kevin Feige told Collider, we wanted to do that as a series because it would allow us to do something different than we've done before. Now, fun fact, prior to its official announcement at December 2020's Disney Investor Day, the working title for Secret Invasion was reportedly Grass-Fed. This is a clever nod to the Skrulls' very first comic book appearance. After a group of Skrulls landed on Earth in advance of their invasion fleet, they wound up tussling with the Fantastic Four, only for Marvel's first family to trick the Skrull fleet into abandoning their plans to conquer Earth, and for Reed Richards to convince the remaining Skrulls on Earth to hide in plain sight as cows. And once they morphed into cows, Mr. Fantastic then hypnotized them into believing they actually were cows, so they spent the rest of their days in elaborate cosplay, which, sure, you know, that old perfectly reasonable explanation for this. So could Kingsley Ben-Adir be one of those Skrulls that Reed Richards cowed back in the day who now has a major beef with planet Earth? Well, I don't think so. There's too much
No.
at stake, and I don't want to see them milk this particular storyline.
This is exactly why I said this is why I didn't want the scrolls to, be allies to the human race in the beginning. It just makes it. I felt like it took away the surprise. Um, I thought it would have been cool if they, kept the storyline where they, had a problem with Captain Marvel, or whatever, and then we find out the whole time that scrolls were already on Earth, and something like that, so that we could be surprised. But I like that they're doing it as a show, so it'll, I guess, give them time to really give us that surprise. So now I'm thinking, okay, who the heck is a scroll? Now we get to guess that. Oh.
Butter, I digress. It's all going to come down to who the aerospace engineer actually is. I'm kidding. I'm done with that. Let's talk about who he's actually playing. The first option is Super Skrull, which admittedly kind of feels unlikely because he's one of the Fantastic Four's most iconic villains, but
Yep.
it could be an interesting way to seed this character into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Also known as Kl'rt, this decorated Skrull soldier was imbued with all the powers of the Fantastic Four and was sent to Earth to lay the groundwork for the Skrull Empire's invasion of our pale blue dot. So perhaps we could see a version of Super Skrull before he gets his Fantastic Four powers, which would pave the way for him to return in future outings with bigger, badder abilities. Now, the second option is a gender-swamped version of Varanki, or Varanki, the Skrull Empress at the center of the Secret Invasion storyline. Basically, she engineered the entire invasion of Earth and even posed as Jessica Drew, aka Spider-Woman, and infiltrated Earth's mightiest heroes. She's such a badass, though, that it kind of feels like a shame not to bring her to life as written in the comics, so far likelier is that we'll see Varanki in Captain Marvel 2, which will undoubtedly lay the groundwork for what we can expect from this Secret Invasion series. So the last option, and my favorite option, is that Kingsley Ben-Adir is playing Carl Warner, the patriarch of the Warner family. First introduced in 2019's Meet the Skrulls miniseries, the Warner family are a group of undercover Skrull agents that have infiltrated our world to help prepare the Earth to be invaded and conquered by, you guessed it, the Skrull Empire. Get a new plan. It's almost like The Americans meets the Vision miniseries, and this could make for a much more toned down, more manageable version of the Secret Invasion story arc that we first saw in the comics. And this would also still feel tense, thrilling, and right at home on Disney+, so if you ask me, much like Professor Hulk,
I see this as an absolute win.
Anyway, folks, there you have it. Our best guesses for who this new Secret Invasion mystery villain could actually be. And given that Secret Invasion does not yet have a release date, we're going to be waiting quite some time to find out the truth about the matter, but for an ongoing chronicle of everything we know about Secret Invasion, make sure you head to nerdist.com because we have a handy-dandy, up-to-date mega article with everything you can possibly know about this series, and I'll link to that in the description below. In the meantime, though, tell us, folks, what do you think of this casting? Who do you think that Kingsley Ben-Adir is actually playing, and what do you want to see from a Secret Invasion series?
Who's got my shoes?
Let us know in the comments below, and for the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, stay tuned to Nerdist.com.
Okay. And I just finished reacting to Fortnite, and then in the Fortnite video, I said that I was reacting to an IGN video. No, sorry, Nerdist. But I don't give a damn who they're choosing to play this villain. I really feel like they messed up the scrolls. I really do. And like I said, I don't think it's gonna be as good as the comic book. I mean, I'm okay if they. I'm totally by this point. I'm totally okay with them just not following comic books anymore. I'm fine with that. But just come on, you follow some stuff, please. You know. But of course, I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna hope that it's good, great, and I want it to be awesome because I love looking forward to uh, shows, and that'll give me something to react to. And yeah, yeah. So my thoughts. So if you enjoyed this reaction, please like, subscribe, and share. And until the next reaction, you're watching Cregan Regan Reactions. Peace.